Alright guys, well the sun is slowly rising over our beautiful little farm area. So as soon as we get a decent maneuverability, which looks like now, good as it's going to get for this poor old computer anyhow. Let's go and check out those noises we were hearing over here. Okay, so this is where I keep seeing zombies all the time. Lots of noise. And I came in here and I started looking, and I think this is where I was hearing them. Kind of afraid to just jump in there. Probably wouldn't be good. Well, let me think about this. How do I want to do this? Oh, a little bit lag there. Maybe just a little. Alright. You know what? Do I have a bucket? I do. Oh, I shouldn't be this adventuresome, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Tally-ho! Alright. This is where I was hearing all of those grumbling. And I came in here and I started hearing a lot of growling, and so I stopped. Oh no, not you. I don't want to fight you. I've got something else in mind. Oh, and here it is. You know, this thing was right in my backyard. Right in my backyard. I'm still hearing them. Oh, there you are. Let's see if I can keep from making this Enderman mad. Oh, there comes another one. I just don't want to accidentally look at that Enderman. That would not be good. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Everything we went through looking for one of these things. And I come down here following grumbling noises just a couple days ago, and what do we find? Another one. This looks like a pretty big cave, but they're falling down in here from someplace. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, no. You know what? I think they made these guys hit harder. What do you think? Alright. So, I wonder what's up here. Well, this really figures. It just really does. Okay, I'm kind of under a overhang, but I don't think I have quite enough room to really get away from this guy if I have to, so let's do this. Alright. Ooh, I was afraid I didn't have any food there. Alright, let's get this guy out of our hair, because otherwise, yeah, come on, buddy. Alright. Did these guys call for help? I don't think so. Did I get a pearl? Nope. Oh, there's more zombies down there. I can't tell if they're falling down there because of this spawner or if there's something else. Oh, I hear a skeleton. I'm out of here. Alright, so, well, call me a complete silly head. Actually, you know what? I really do need to light this up a little bit better in here. Otherwise, while we're working, we're just going to constantly be being harassed. Yeah, I think this is the cave that you can see from the back of the house. Lots of resources in here. Anything else besides zombie dungeons? You know, I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe it. Right in my backyard. Right in the backyard. Okay, now see, I'm hearing them again. hear something else. Is there something else over here? Or is this just coming back around? Are you up there? Yeah, get this iron, I suppose. Alright, oh wow, that is really loud. That's really loud right there. I can't tell if that's... Oh, okay. Is that... Can I reach? Can I reach anything in there? Nope. That would just be really weird if there was two. And again, how long did we look? Is that a ravine? No, I don't think so. Where are you, dude? Do I dare? I can't help myself. Cannot help myself. Curiosity. Killed the cat. Can't tell though if this guy's here because of that dungeon or... Whoa. Pit of death. No thank you. Alright, so where was I? You have to go. Still hearing him. Where am I hearing you guys from? Oh wow. Is it just me or have these guys gotten faster too? Oh crap. Oh no. I just made another one mad. Where are you, dude? Where are you? I know you're right around here somewhere. Alright, well I'm not going to mess with this anymore. I'm going to go back to this, to this zombie spawner if I can find my way back. I can't help myself. You have to get the iron. It's just required. Well, maybe what I'll do... I'll get back to that spawner. And then I'll, I can't dig and talk at the same time. Oh shit! Oh, I'm so sorry. That just scared the crap out of me. Where are you, man? Boy, he got me, didn't he? Crap, now I'm afraid to go out. Whoa! Oh no, not you too. Oh, and I still hear that Enderman. He's still mad at me. Oh, but now I'm backed into a hole on the creeper. Whew. Where'd that stupid Enderman go? He's gonna nail me at the least opportune moment. Although probably not while I'm in the water. Oh, where are you? I hear you. Now I'm afraid to kill the water. Oh, he's gonna wipe me out. Ah! This is what I get for not just coming in here and looking at this first. Where are you, man? I really hate that you're still mad at me. I didn't even mean to... Well, yeah, I guess I did mean to look at you, didn't I? My fault. My bad, man. It's my bad. Oh, no. Come back here. Come back here. Oh, and I'm being shot at, too. Holy crap-a-rama. I need to get the heck out of here. How crazy is that I am seeking refuge in a zombie dungeon? This guy is going to wipe me out. Oh, shit. Whew. That just seems to be my word of choice when I'm really scared. I don't know why I should be so scared. It's a fairly controlled circumstance. Is there another dungeon? What is up there? Is that just a holding pit? Or, 'cause that's all lit up. That's the way we came in. Ah, I'm so nervous. Another chicken plays Minecraft episode. Oh, great big old spawning room. That's what this is. It's actually kind of pretty. What's up there? Yeah, there's definitely, they could fall in. You know what? I don't like that because they're going to be harassing us the whole time we're trying to build our grinder. So that's going to have to be for another day. So I see anybody else? Do I hear any more yicky sticky feet? I hear them, but I think I probably walled them in. Well, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and start. I told you I was going to show you how to build a zombie grinder, and I am going to. And I have been so distracted by this whole thing that I haven't even bothered to look in the chest. Oh, brother. I'm a goofball. All right. What did we win? Oh, my. Oh, Fortune 2. Very nice. Oh, how nice. Respiration 3. This is going to be very handy. So will that. A little bit of iron. Looks good timing. And saddles. This is great because with the horses coming out in 1.6, I would like saddles. Let's see what else we got. Infinite. Oh, no. Really? Wow. Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Well, let's see. Take the gunpowder and the bucket. Don't really need any of this other stuff. But you know what? These are some great finds. I cannot believe that this was here the whole time. And I wouldn't even have noticed it if I hadn't come down here looking for something else. Okay, I think this is how I came in. This is where I started digging when I heard the noise. So I think we should be able to get back up our waterfall. I hope we can. Oh no, is it dark out there? It sure is. Well, I'm not sure how this is going to go because it takes a long time to swim up waterfalls, and I am, oh, that's really, that's going to be hard to do. I am no good at this. Let's see. Okay. Can I back up just a little bit? Maybe? Oh, nope. Back up just a little bit. Go back in, back up, go in. Go in, go in. Okay, back up a little bit so I don't drown. Okay, let's see if I can get up here without getting wiped out. Tell you the truth, I've never done this before. I know it's really slow, but I don't really know how else to... Oh, that was close. No, 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 no. Go up, go up, go up. I don't know how else to... Oh, wow. That would have been really bad. I am going to fool around and get myself killed. If you guys have never tried to go up a waterfall before, it is really hard to get it right. I see a lot of people doing it, but they are clearly much better than I, because I am having some serious difficulties. Okay, I'm going to get off on this level while I can. Man. Alright, I guess from here I'm going to have to dig my way up. I hear you cows. You're mocking me, aren't you? Curse you cows. This was all your idea. I didn't want to go up the waterfall, but no, you had me have to go up the waterfall, didn't you? Alright, up, 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 up. Sword at the ready. And we did it. No one is more shocked than I. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. Because it is nighttime and there is way too much monsters out here for me to want to deal with. I don't want to lose this Infinity one. That's a great deal for the bow. That is the first, whoops, that is the first thing we're going to do is put that on our bow. Kitty, can you believe that? Huh? Can you believe that? Oh, how awesome. Well, I am going to go ahead and put some of these things away. Fortune 2, don't need it right now. This will be really great for some other time. All right, well, I'm going to do a little bit of organizing and I'll be back. All right, you guys, in the interest of saving you hours of boredom while I get organized for this thing, I've gone ahead and cleaned out this cave area just a little bit around the spawner, created a little safe room for us to work in. I'm going to put down a couple of chests and get some of this stuff out of my inventory. And typically when you're going to build one of these, I guess we'll call it a grinder, you're going to need some wood, but not a ton. I usually bring a lot of glass, a couple buckets of water. I usually bring an extra chest, but I had a couple of chests in the dungeon, so I didn't really need it, so I put that one there. And then I only bring a little bit of cobble because you're going to be doing a lot of digging and you're going to create a lot of cobble. I make a little room to work, and I've kind of cleaned out this area around the spawner. The first thing I do, of course, is I take out all of this beautiful moss stone. Now, the plan is, in order for the spawner to work correctly, in order for the drop to work correctly, you're going to need room for, whoopsie, you're going to need room for any monsters that spawn as a result of this thing to spawn inside the room that you're creating. So you want the room to be 9 by 9. And there's a reason for that, and it's because of how the water flows and how it stops flowing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dig this out so that we have a 9 by 9 area, and then I'll be back. Okay, well, we've got the room dug out. The easiest way to do this is to count torches. Leave a space under the spawner and then count 4 out on each side. So I've done that. I've counted 4 out. That's the 4th one right there on each side. Now you can take out this overhang. You don't have to. They'll still spawn in here. I might come back and do that a little bit. But mainly make sure that your surface area is 9 by 9 all the way around. The second thing you need to think of once you've got this all done is where to put your viewing room, because that's going to determine where you put your drop. You're going to need to be able to look in here and see what's going on. And I'm thinking, since we came in this way, this might be the perfect area for our observation room. So what I'll do is I will have to do some work on our steps. I may actually need to create a staircase up that will make it a lot easier to access, and of course I won't subject you to that on camera. Also, if you're in a cave system and it's active and you're playing with the monsters on, you're going to want to put up a safety wall, or as my son calls it, a sissy bar, because the last thing you need is, having spent a half an hour getting this all ready, have some creeper walk in behind you and blow everything up, including your spawner, which you can't get back. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to create an area for our observation room, and then I'll be back. Alright, you guys, we're ready for the next step. Let me show you what I've done. I went ahead and I dug out a square around the spawner that made the room 9 by 9. Once that was done, I decided where I wanted my observation area to be, and I decided that it would make more sense to have the observation area be right here. Now the reason that's important is because you want your wall of water, which is going to push the monsters into a trench that will push them then into the pit, which will drop way down and end up either killing them outright or making it so that you can kill them with one blow. It's really your preference. Now I've decided I want the observation area here, so that means the water is going to go along that wall. Once I know that, I come out too and I put a line of cobble in front of where the trench is going to be, that's going to be filled with water. I also then dig a space all the way around so that I can get at that area, and that becomes important later. Now since we know that the water is going to be pushing from that area, it's going to come all the way out here and it's going to stop right at the edge of this. It's going to push them into this trench, which when I'm done with it will be 2 blocks deep. The drop is going to be right there. That's why that's 1 extra down. Now once I get this all to where I know that I've got my trench dug, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill this area with water. And then I am going to go ahead and block this row back up with cobble. And then I will be back. Alright guys, well I see we have a visitor over here that's going to just growl and grumble in our ear all night, but this is what I've done. I've gone ahead and I've filled our trench with water, and I've gone ahead and I've dug 2 down on this whole wall up until this end piece right here. The wall's going to come out here, the wall is going to go here. Okay, so that's going to be the end. Now, sorry, these zombies are going to drive me crazy. So you see what happens is the water block that's placed in that end over there, you remember the room is 9 by 9, that one water block is going to flow all the way out here, and then it's going to stop. It's not going to flow down in. That's actually going to be the drop for your monsters. So now, at this point, what we have to do is we have to dig down 23 blocks. The monsters will come along, they'll fall in here, and they'll, at 23 blocks you'll be able to hit them with 1 pinch and they'll die. But if you put it 24, they're just going to die. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. Alright you guys, this is always one of the most harrowing parts of this whole thing for me, is digging the drop. You can count the number of the drops by counting your ladders and adding 2 for the depth of the trench. So right now I've got 3 up there, 3, so that gives me 1, so 20. If I put 22 ladders in here, I should be good. And that will kind of tell me when to stop digging. This is also when I take my glass with me. And one of the tricks that I've learned in doing this is if you place your light on the ladder side of the drop and inset it, you won't have as many problems. So I just start digging down. And one of the issues that sometimes you come to is you'll hit a cave, and in that case you just use your cobble to get past it. You just kind of wall yourself in. Now I hear bad guys and I hear lava, so you do need to be really careful when you're digging these. And also, since you're having to dig down, you do also need to be aware not to dig, try not to dig above your level, because you could hit lava. And that's really hard to do when you're doing this. Just be aware of the sounds around you. I have definitely died doing this. The goal here is to make it so that you have extra resources, not kill yourself off. Now I think most of those bad guys I'm hearing are going to be above me. Nope. Oh man. Okay. Well, this is kind of what I was talking about with running into unexpected things. This is going to be in our way. I might have to do something about this. And I didn't bring my good sword. Let's see, do we have a safe way down? Oh gosh, here we go. Here we go again. Fortunately, it looks like there is enough lava in here to where this isn't going to be terribly full of bad guys. Oh, except for you. No! There we go. Let's just get away from him. I don't trust him at all. Alright, so it shouldn't be too bad. Eventually I'm going to come in here and explore this whole cave system, but for now we just don't want him bugging us, so we're going to do that. And also don't be aware of how far your ladders are up, because there's been times I've gotten down here and then had to pillar up because I went down past where I could reach the ladders and got stuck. So place your ladders And counting the ladders, I'm telling you, is a really good idea, because you're going to wish you had if you don't. Because you're going to start digging and it'll be like, how far did I go down? Oh man. This is going to go right down on top of a cavern. Okay. Well, I guess that's the way it's going to be. See, if I thought there was an awful lot of growling and grumbling I heard going on. Basically just try and hit areas where you can get something underneath there. Actually, that's not where I wanted that at all. This is going to take a little more time than I thought it would, just because of that. Okay, well. Okay, so at least we got stone under this side. A little bit of dirt under this side. Well, see, now I'm curious. I'm wondering what is under there. Not exactly sure. Well, wait a minute. There's something I can get a stone on. I think. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I'm not going to have to jump down in there, am I? And then there's you down there. Alright, well, let me figure this out and I'll be back. Maybe. Oh. You know, I don't understand. You're... Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to shift over and I'm going to try and get something there. Can I place you? Can I reach you? I'm trying to decide if that would be enough of a drop to kill me or not. I know it wouldn't, but it's still nerve-wracking to go down there. Oh, the heck with it. There's nothing else I can do. Alright, retreat just a bit. Charge! Alright, you butthead. Uh-oh. What do we got? Another bad guy? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. I still hear more. I think there's more than you, though. Who else is in here? I still hear something. What do I hear? Is that my cobble? Definitely hear yucky feet again. I think that's a spider. Alright. Looks like I don't have enough torches either. Well, I suppose that's one way to do it. Let me see if I can do this without angering this creeper. Interesting cave. It's too bad we're having to cover it up, really. But otherwise, I really don't see any... Oh my word, is that a diamond? Really? Oh, dudes and dudettes. Cool. All right. Now, I just happened to remember to bring a fortune pick. It's only fortune 1. And I was going to use it for coal. Can I get this emerald? Did I get one? Oh man, I should have come back with my fortune 2 pick. That's what I get for getting in a hurry. Okay, cover that back up so nothing surprises me. Might be too late for that. Oh, oh no! I hate it when you guys do that. Okay, is that the only one? Something definitely popped down in on top of me there. All right. Good grief. Can't a girl work in peace? I mean, really? Where was I? I think there... Was it there? Can't remember. Alright, so I think this... Yes. 1, 2, I think this one too. Cool. Okay. So... That's one too close. Alright, so this should be my perimeter. Down. Man. So many distractions. Okay, so this is definitely our perimeter. I'm hoping this is the only cave we're going to hit. I'm going to have to remember this is here. All right. And I think the way I'm going to do that is just to leave this. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with getting down too low for your ladders. Okay, so now I know there's stone. I'm going to hit a layer of stone. Yeah, don't ever dig down. Not straight down. Okay. Oh, seriously? I picked the one spot that... Okay, well... I suppose it doesn't really matter. Although, if you're coming down here and there's a creeper or something standing here, it's going to matter. Ugh, so many distractions. All right, here we go again. And because we're in the lava level now, definitely need to be careful. Can I still reach? I'm almost there though. Only got 4 more to dig. I'm hoping that we're not going to have to be digging a observation room in the bottom, right in the middle of a bunch of lava, because that would just really stink. Oop, looks like I gotta take a call. Talk to you in a minute. Alright guys, well, I've just now placed the very last ladder, and as you can see we are way down here. There's our ladder going all the way up. And I hear a lot of lava, so before I actually dig this room down here, because you need a little observation room, I actually dig it down. I have a feeling that that might be lava right there. Because there's a cave right there. Yep, that's a big old lava pool. Okay, so we don't want to go in there at all. What was I doing? Okay, so what I do is I kind of dig down. I dig a little pit area. We're going to make it so nothing can get in here right now, so that as I'm digging down, that I've got something of a drop between where I'm standing and where the lava might accidentally come in. So you see, that's exactly why I do that. Exactly why I do that. Now I can just block that off and I don't end up getting burned to death. But you are going to need an observation room once you get down here. This block right here is where the monsters are actually going to drop. We might need to dig it down one more, and we do need some room to work down here, so I'm going to have to dig this out. I know that the lava is on that wall right there, and so we're just going to have to be really careful and dig far enough away from us that we're not going to end up with problems. We're going to do that. And I hear all kinds of bad guys out there. So I'm just going to continue to just very carefully dig in this area. Okay, I think we're okay there. So we're going to come down here, land there. We're going to actually have a pillar of glass going up right there. And going to have an area where you can work. So you don't need a ton of room. Ooh, I hate to use that fortune pick down here. You don't need a ton of room down here to work, but you do need some room to maneuver. What is in there? Oh, there's where our bad guys are coming from, is up there. In fact, I think that's where that zombie attacked me. So, but I think we're okay. We're relatively okay here. I would typically go down one more. I know I did bring a couple extra ladders. I would typically go down one more. Your monsters are going to land right there on that block. Okay, so when they come down here and they land, you're not going to want them to be able to get out of that area. Now you're going to have a pillar of glass that's going to start. Let's see, I bring my glass. Yep, I did. Oh, really? I didn't think you could get in here. Well, if you can get in here, then other things can get in here too, so let's just do that. Give ourselves a little bit of privacy. That could have been bad if that was a creeper. And there's always something in Minecraft, you know? Alright, so you come down here, put one more ladder. There we go. Monster's going to land there. And then you're going to want to be able to whack at the monster's feet right there. You don't want him to be able to hit you. So you're going to start, this is where you're going to start putting your glass. I'm actually going to get that. Technically, I probably shouldn't do that. But I know that that lava is on the other side of me, so I think we're okay. Never pass up the iron. Alright, so here's where you're going to start using your glass. Let me grab this. As a placeholder, you put the right here. You're going to hop up one. And this is where it gets hairy. I'm going to make sure there's, what is that? I'm going to make sure there's plenty of light down here because I don't want to come down here later and walk into a creeper. Okay. This is always like my most scary part of this whole thing. You're going to just pillar up the whole way on glass. So just hop in place all the way up. Okay. Whew. And then get off of that thing. Okay. Now, at this point, I usually just put one more there. At this point, that drop's going to be really, really dangerous. So you're going to have to be really careful when you're working in here. And what I do, just to make sure I do not fall in that darn thing, is I put a block right there until I'm completely done working in this room. The next step that I have is to go ahead and start sealing this room back up for one. See, there is that. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so, okay. Yeah, duh. I forgot. I scared myself. I forgot I just placed that block right there. Okay. The next thing that you're going to want to do, now this process is different if you're doing this on a skelly spawner, because you're going to want to make these areas here in the walls to where you can't get shot at. So the one thing you do different with a skeleton spawner as opposed to a zombie spawner is you make a safe place to where you can still get at that water to break it out, but they can't get at you. Alright, you don't worry about all the torches on the bottom because those are all going to be washed out as soon as you break out this retaining wall that you've put in. And at this point, it's going to get really noisy because we're going to start breaking out this wall here. Whoops. Wait, I just see something. I made a mistake. Man, I hope I get there fast enough. That should be okay. You want it to be no more than 1 high so that they can't get out. Because if they can get out, you got a problem. And you can make it pretty later, but for right now, you just need to get this kind of sealed up a little bit. All right, so now we're ready to go knock out that wall. And once we get this wall knocked out, the water is going to start flowing, and it's going to get dark in there because it's going to wash out all the torches. Because I put all the torches on the floor. See? Poof, there we go. Now he can't get at me, and he can't get out. Okay. So all of this, you can see how they're they've washed down into this trench. He can't get back out. And now what I need to do is I have to knock out that last block, the one that's right there on the other side of this glass. So 1, 2, it should be the one right on the other side of this. Let's see, can I reach it? There we go. All right, he should fall down. Go ahead and put that back and come back over here, and you can look to see if it's working, and it appears to be, because our zombie has gone down into the pit. So at this point you can start closing this all back up. Now I go ahead and I leave this access here so that if I need to get to it, I can. See, he's fighting me. We'll be able to see them from the observation area. Right now, I just want to make sure that I have torches in this area here, because if I have to come back and access it, I don't want stuff spawning in here. But on the other hand, I don't want the zombies to be able to get out. Okay, see, they're going to just wash down there. Okay, put a torch. Now, I know that there is a little bit of transparency that's going to come through, but it's not a big problem as long as there's not too much light. So we're going to take that light out. Go ahead and leave that one. It will affect your spawn rate a little bit, but really not too much. Do I have any more cobble? I do. Hey there. See, they come over here. They can't get out. At this point, I can go ahead and put in a couple pieces of glass. And this is going to be where we can watch. See, there's no other light in there. The only light in the room is being caused by the spawner. And if we stand here for a minute, we'll see him just kind of go poof, and a zombie will pop out of there. And it'll get washed into the channel. Uh-oh, I'm hoping that that's just the zombies that are spawning in here. It should be. If you do it 9 by 9 and then light up every place else, you should be fine. So at this point you can see, we'll be able to see when they drop down, and we'll be able to see. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this stuff away. Grab a little bit more cobble. Actually, I was almost out of torches, so, well, duh. And, of course, in the excitement, I put my coal away. Hello, Jeannie. Anybody home? Alright, that should be enough. I really don't want to do all of that. Okay, so I've still got my glass because we might need to do... Whoop, there we go. See? Off into the side so he can't get out. Now this part always makes me nervous because I just want to make sure. Yep, he fights a little bit. So we've got our ladders all the way down. Okay, so we're going to come all the way down to here. They can't get out of there. At least that is the plan. But we can still reach them. Now that drop should have hurt them bad enough to where we can smack them with just about anything. Yep, just one. Yeah. You can even whack them with your hand and they'll go. Now the benefit of doing it this way is that when you do the final strike, you end up getting the experience and not just the drop. So that is how you make an XP grinder. We'll come back in to this room at some point and want to definitely make sure this is well lit, because the very last thing we need is to have a creeper spawn in here and then greet us with a let's blow up over lunch or breakfast meeting. Where's my... Oh my word, no sword. Oh, that was bad. This is really the fastest way I know how to make an XP grinder. And it works flawlessly. It works every single time. The only other thing that I would do is, now that this is built, is I would come in here and I would build an access room that is covering this area here, so not a lot of light, not a lot more light is able to get back in there. Probably take that out of there, probably not necessary, and then put in a door right here so that you can still see. See, it's still fairly dark in there. That's not going to affect. Sometimes you'll get a zombie or whatever you're doing stuck behind the spawner. Eventually he comes out of there. But really, that's how you do it. And I am just so glad that we found this one so close to home, because what you have to do in order to get this thing to generate is you have to actually be standing within a few blocks of it. I believe like 16 blocks. But this is it. We're done. We can come back in here, some other time and make it all pretty. But for now, we have our XP grinder in this world. So now it's definitely going to be worth making a library room so that we can get bigger levels, higher levels of enchantments on our goodies. And once we're able to do that, then we can go back to the Nether. And hopefully, what I'd really like to do is find a fortress. But I think in the next episode, I think what we should do is go and find, or go and build our library. I'm going to take my good sword back, because I really hate being swordless. And I am going to take my hat off, and I am going to say goodnight to you guys. And hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed, and let me know if you have any comments or suggestions on what you would like to see next. I'm certainly not an expert by any means, but I do have some practical things that I could show you in regard to all this Minecraft stuff. So let me know what you want to see next, and I will work it into the video. And also, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that we do have a name for our kitty. We've decided, based on a subscriber suggestion, we're going to name Kitty JD after my initials, which, thank you for that. That was actually an excellent suggestion. The only question I have is JD a boy's name or a girl's name? Is this a boy kitty or a girl kitty? I really can't tell. Again, it's very difficult to tell with cats. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.